cameraman, zoom in. Look at this. You think he needs me to talk for him? He can speak for himself.
Beau Douglas, tonight, I'm gonna prove to you and the rest of the world why nobody on the independent scene wants to step into the ring with Jimmy Jack Cash. Everyone's gonna understand why. Because you're gonna get thrown around the ring in ways you never thought possible. You ain't gonna walk right for the next 2 years. And for God's sake, I'm gonna knock out the rest of your teeth that's already missing. Beau Douglas, this is the last time you step in my way to greatness. I'm Jimmy Jack Cash, and I run the show with the trifecta right here. Dylan Cage, Danny Jax, and now we got the Mind, Percy Pringle, just to put it all together. Well, let me tell you all right now, if you think you can mess with the trifecta, you could just forget about it. Because we're gonna take this whole thing and turn this show into a mockery. And that's the fact. Jact!
Brother. Johnny Fabulous, it is unbelievable. Where are you when I need you? These people are such losers. All I have is low-life scumbags from different organizations. Marty digs these dead people out. I'm keeping an eye on everything. When you are here, you and I are going to swear this away once and for all, because we're going to turn this building and turn this profession into what it should be, a real organization.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the May edition of MWF Ultra. I'm Dan Marotti. The Jackal is in Winnipeg, Manitoba, scouting talent. And what a matchup we have to open up the May Ultra. Jimmy Jack Cash taking on one half of the Millennium Wrestling Federation Tag Team Champions, Beau Douglas. Jimmy Jack Cash doesn't come alone, though. As you see, he has in his corner the MWF Heavyweight Champion, Sudden Impact Dylan Cage, and right there, that evil SOB himself, Percy Pringle III, Paul Bear. Dylan Cage has been MWF Heavyweight Champion for over 2.5 years now. However, they have yet to capture a television title or MWF Tag Team Gold. Could that be what they're setting their sights on? We will find out tonight on a loaded MWF Ultra. Why is that? Because in addition to this big matchup, the MWF Heavyweight Championship will be on the line when two arch rivals face off. Slick Wagner Brown takes on the champion, Sudden Impact Dylan Cage. Slick Wagner Brown has done it all except win a championship here in the MWF. We'll also have a special pre-recorded interview with myself and WWE superstar Al Snow, who will be making his debut at MWF Zero Tolerance on Saturday night, May the 20th, which we'll be talking much more about. We also have an old-fashioned tag team grudge match when Italian Gold faces Southern Extreme, all that and much, much more tonight here on the May edition of MWF Ultra. We also saw, there he is. Speaking of the devil, Beau Douglas right there, and he's not coming alone. He has his championship partner, Todd Hansen, with him. And look at Percy Pringle with that cane in hand. There's a workers' comp con waiting to happen. And there is Beau Douglas, one of the most popular superstars here in the Millennium Wrestling Federation. Beau and Todd have held these championship belts since August 5th of 2005, the night the first champions were crowned, and it was them. After they won a Tag Team Royal Rumble, they defeated two members of Ox Baker's Army in the finale to win the gold. They've been fighting champions and successful champions. However, Commissioner Von Johnson has stated that Saturday night, May the 20th, Douglas and Hansen will defend the championship against not one, not two, but three tag teams in a fatal four-way match, and at the same time, he will not reveal who the opponents are. Beau Douglas has faced his share of injury problems here in the MWF in 2006. He was unable to compete on the February edition of Ultra due to an injury he sustained at the hands of the Canadian superstars, Jay Buster and Dave Cole, but tonight he faces Jimmy Jack Cash. In his 3-year MWF career, he has only one pinfall loss. What an amazing statistic about Jimmy Jack Cash. A powerful individual, and he will need to rely on that power against Beau Douglas's natural athletic ability. He's as spry as a cat. And when push comes to shove, he'll fight like an alley cat to hang on to his championship gold. Referee is Sean Filione, and we're underway. Knee to the midsection from Jimmy Jack Cash. with the right. He needs to open up that hand. Knife-edge chop, which is like being hit by an oak tree. Cash is raw power personified. He could perhaps be the most powerful man in the Millennium Wrestling Federation. What a forearm uppercut. Brings Beau Douglas to his bottom. And then lays in a few cheap shots. And there we go. No surprise there. Dylan Cage and Percy Pringle get in on the action. It was a smart move to bring Todd Hansen out with him, even though this is a singles match. What a kick to the midsection. What precision from Cash on that one. Hip toss from Jimmy Jack Cash. He could have thrown him into an island with the power behind that one. More kicks as he beats down Douglas. Squatted right down on the midsection of his back. Jimmy Jack Cash is angry since he had that pinfall loss. Wasn't even a pinfall loss. It was via submission to Slick Wagner Brown in February. And he's going to take out his aggression, it seems, right here on Beau Douglas. Oh, right to the spine of the back. Douglas, on the other hand, he was successful, along with Todd Hansen, in an MWF Tag Team title defense last month on Ultra, defeating those nasty Vachons. However, keep in mind, Johnny Fabulous came to their aid that night. I don't know what Cash was trying to do there, but it appears he's trying to break Douglas's arm. Look at that. He's trying to rip it right out of its socket. Will Beau Douglas be able to counter out of this? He's trying to scrap back, but those punches to Cash's midsection are having little effect. And look at him hurl Beau Douglas back. What whiplash effect from the arms and hands of Jimmy Jack Cash. And the other competitors in the Fatal 4-Way Tag Team title match at Zero Tolerance, I'm sure, are watching this match, and they're going to see the effect that Cash has had on Douglas's back and arm. Any advantage that these competitors can get, I'm sure they'll take it up on to win the prestigious MWF Tag Team titles. Beau Douglas is in pain, but I can't see him submitting. This is actually a rematch from Soul Survivor 1, which took place in May of 2003 in Lynn, Massachusetts. In the opening round of the MWF Championship competition, Beau Douglas and Cash went at it one-on-one, and in that match, Jimmy Jack Cash was victorious, going on to the second part of the championship competition. He just slapped Douglas across his mouth. But Douglas fires back with the enziguri. I know Jimmy Jack Cash said to me earlier tonight, he said Beau Douglas was one of the biggest grovelers he's ever seen before in his life. And Beau didn't like it. Comes back with a drop kick and a clothesline over the top rope. That'll buy him a few minutes to recoup from the beating laid down at the hands of Jimmy Jack Cash. Todd Hansen and Percy Pringle III, Paul Bear, are having some words at ringside. Danny Jax is missing in action, as the fans at home may have noticed. You never know what Percy Pringle III is up to. He spent an awful lot of time with his new promotion, Gulf South Wrestling, down in Alabama. Is he giving his trifecta the TLC that they need? Douglas waited too long on that one. Whoop. There's some smart wrestling again from Jimmy Jack Cash. Attempted clothesline right there. But Beau Douglas fires back, a face full of canvas for Cash. Is that enough? Nope, Jimmy Jack Cash Still has a little bit gas left in the tank. Beau Douglas goes to work on Cash's back. That's a powerful back. Boot to the midsection from Cash. Uh-oh! Douglas goes up! Douglas goes down! And with the number Cash has already done on Douglas's back, that could be it. Douglas out at 2 3/4 right there. And right here, the two are at fisticuffs. Rake to the eye of Beau Douglas. If he can't see, he won't know what he's swinging at. Full Nelson from Jimmy Jack Cash. That's not going to help the neck and the back that he's already worn down for the majority of this contest. And he's wearing down the back even further by sitting on it. Douglas is going to have to try with all his might to kick out of this. We have a submission attempt? Or are we just going to see if he's out? Beau Douglas still has some fight left in him. He's a fighting champion, but again, that long hair comes into effect. Cash used it to gain the advantage. However, he was unable to obtain a 3 count right there. You'd have to think with a victory tonight on Ultra that Jimmy Jack Cash and Danny Jacks would move up the ranks for a tag team title shot. Cash just pounds on Beau Douglas. A headbutt right there. Sets up Beau Douglas off the ropes. Scoop! And a slam with authority. Douglas again out at 2+. But it's not looking good for one half of your Millennium Wrestling Federation Tag Team Champions. Cash must be frustrated with all the pinfall attempts he's had on Douglas. Douglas ducks off the rope. Hip toss attempt. Reversed. What do we have here? A neck breaker from Beau Douglas. But he doesn't have enough left for the pin? Yes, he does. Cash out at 2. Cash, without a doubt, has to be the fresher of the two. Beau Douglas has taken a beating at the hands of Jimmy Jack Cash. Both men trying to get to their feet. Blocks the right. What do we have here? It's the Brazilian grappling that Jimmy Jack Cash studies. He's going to try and break Beau Douglas in half. With the suffering his back has gone through, you must figure Beau Douglas is in agony. And Jimmy Jack Cash, again, look at him continue to wear over that arm. He's trying to rip it out of its socket. And again, he could be out. 2. An elbow to the face and the throat. That side suplex. Shades of the Canadian strongman, Dino Bravo, on that one. And again, back to this submission attempt. Cash is pulling on Douglas's arm from under his thigh, but Douglas is scrapping. Couple of right knees to the face. Douglas flips over. Got a roll up. And 3. Beau Douglas with an upset win. He appeared to be done on that one. I'm not sure if it was exactly a tight pull, but Beau Douglas with a big win. And again, it proves the point. When Todd Hanson and Beau Douglas appear down and out, they never are. Percy Pringle is not happy about this one. What a win. Hanson and Douglas needed this, as we're just days away from MWF Zero Tolerance. Ladies and gentlemen, when we come back, a special pre-recorded interview with Al Snow.